I'm an acorn small and round, lying on the cold, cold ground. People come and step on me. That's why I'm so cracked. You see, I'm a nut. I'm a nut. I'm a nut. I'm very loud, apparently. I descended from an oak next to me, and that's no joke. I'm a nut. I'm a nut. I'm a nut. And that's our song for today. I know it's not a traditional Sunday school song, but it covers what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about God in a nutshell. So, when people are wondering, who's God? How do we explain God? Well, we explain God when we get our prompts. We start off with a little science. Everything is made up of matter and energy. Okay? And matter can become energy, and energy can become matter, and they can change forms, be all sorts of weird things. They might even go fly away, preferably not hit stuff. But the cool thing is matter and energy cannot be created or destroyed by natural laws. So we're here. We exist because a supernatural force created us. And the supernatural force is God. And what the other cool one is, our second point about God, is that every action is a product of a previous action or an intelligent thought. So we got this action, and then we react, and then it reacts. It's like a pool ball. You hit the cue ball, you hit the stick, hit the cue ball, it bounces around, it hits the wall, then it bounces, there's an action, it flies across the table, it hits another ball there, and that one moves, that's an action. A bunch of actions. But all those actions started with one thought. That thought was hit the ball with the stick. See, we're here. And somewhere way back in time, about 6,000 years in time, according to the Bible, God had that first thought that says, I'm going to create stuff. The heavens and the earth. So that's what God created. He had that intelligent thought. So the supernatural force is a supernatural being, capable of doing things outside of nature. Okay? And I said he's intelligent. His intelligent thought. God's intelligent. Okay? Because science, they even says, like our DNA that controls who we are and describes us, is so complicated that even the scientists said, that could not be random chance. It had to be an intelligent design that created us. And that's where God is. God made everything perfect. Even then, the stuff is so perfect in space and Earth. Earth is the right distance from the sun that life is able to form. A little bit too close and we burn up. A little too far away and we freeze to death. Everything's just perfect. And God has made everything perfect. Okay, let's see, the 1, 2, 3. Our fourth one is, another one, yes, I'm a science geek. I like science and space. That time is a product of gravity. So there's no gravity, there's no time. And that's why before everything was created, there was no gravity.
And
so God, so there's no time. God lived outside of time. So God always was, and He'll always be. There is no time, there's no beginning to God, and there's no end. And the cool thing about God is, see, right now we can only see what's happening right now. God can see what's already happened, which we have, videos, and we can see stuff too. We can see a recording. God can see it actually as it happens. But He can see the future too. That's so cool. And He's put prophecies in the Bible. He's told us about future events He put in the Bible, which is what comes our fifth point, and that is that God cares and loves us. Because God, He created two basic beings, I guess. He created angels and He created humans. Okay? And one of His angels got all the pretty stuff. He got the coolest. I mean, he was good looking. Had all sorts of decorations on his wings. He was the prettiest angel. And he got cocky and he thought, God puts all this stuff on me. He must know how special I am. I think I can do a better job than God. I will be better than God. I can do a better job. God, He gives people too many chances. I'm not going to be like that. I can be better. My creation won't sin against me. And I'll be better than God. And that's the devil. His name's Satan or Lucifer. And God said, you sinned against me. And he said, you're cursed. There's no forgiveness for you. But like I mentioned, God created humans, and we all know that Adam and Eve ate the fruit that they weren't supposed to. And I think every one of us have done at least one thing wrong. Most of us probably a lot of things wrong. Okay? And I know some people are worse than others. But you know what the cool thing is? That God still loves us. And even when Adam and Eve made their sin, instead of saying, oh, y'all, you're cursed, there's nothing more we can do for you. God, even right there, even in his punishment, God came back and said, hey, there's going to be a seed that comes out of you. And it said, when God told Eve talk to the serpent, they're going to crush your head, it's going to bruise his heel. That was talking about Jesus was going to come, and Jesus was going to offer a salvation, a way that we could come and be back in fellowship with God, like Adam and Eve was in the garden, because they got to hang out with God every day. Every morning, God would come walking in the garden, and they'd go through a stroll through the garden, walking and talking. And God wants that kind of relationship with you. And that's, if we follow what Jesus says, we can have that kind of relationship. And someday we'll get to go to heaven. And it says in the Bible, in Acts 2, verse 38, you know that verse?
Yes, I do.
Good, say it.
Repent. Then Peter said unto them, repent and be baptized, every one of you, in the name of Jesus Christ, for the remission of sins. Ye shall receive the gift of the Holy Ghost.
Yeah. See, and if you get that Holy Ghost, you got that God's gift. Whenever you die or God comes back, whichever comes first, because we don't know what's coming first. We get to go to heaven, and heaven is just a beautiful place. It's like a perfect garden that God created for Adam and Eve. And if I keep talking, I'm going to go on forever.